today. Morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And I just said some flakes will be flying, huh?
Yes, so it does look to be cold, cloudy, and windy today with flurries possible throughout the day. So overall, kind of like a gloomy day.
Well, we had a nice day yesterday at least.
Yes, yesterday actually turned out to be a nice day. And then the next day that looks like we'll see sunshine is Friday.
Huh.
So we'll wait for Friday. Let's take a look now at the York Full Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Dry now, but we can see a few flurries lingering around our area. This is due to lake effect. Lake effect flurries are possible today with very little to no accumulation. And it is just going to be cold and windy, so temperatures are going to range in the 20s today. We have 26 degrees in Little Falls and Whitesboro and 27 degrees in Westmoreland and Cooperstown. But wind chill values are actually going to be in the teens because it is going to get pretty windy. So once again, cloudy, cold, and windy today. Light snow is possible throughout the day, and it remains cloudy and cool for the rest of the week. So for today, expect cloudy skies. Temperatures are just going to reach the upper 20s, but it is going to be windy with wind chill values in the teens. And I will talk a little bit more about our next chance for sunshine coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Now let's get right to it. A second
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. For both today and tomorrow, it looks to remain overcast, and it is going to remain a little bit windy with flurries lingering in the air. Very little to no accumulation. As we head into Thursday, we start to see a little bit extra sunshine come in, and then we will be seeing more sunshine come in on Friday. So once again, today and tomorrow, flurries are possible. It looks like no accumulation really, but in areas of hilltops, could be seeing a fluffy inch because this is going to be lake effect flurries, and then we dry out for Thursday and Friday with our next chance of seeing some big snow possible on Saturday. So just another reminder that this weekend the clocks do go forward an hour, and that will happen on Sunday. The new sunrise will be at 7:18 in the morning, so a little bit later in the morning, but the sunset at night will be at 7:03 p.m. Gary.
Yeah, that way you can get out and run.
Yes, it will be nice to see the sun setting later.
That's for sure. Hannah, thank you. TikTok's CEO is going all in and defending the
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies this morning, so it is pretty chilly outside, and it looks to get windy throughout today. Let's take a look at the Cavie Tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Clear skies to start. The bright full moon is visible as well. We will see an increase in cloud cover this morning, and it's going to be cloudy, cool, and windy for today. Temperatures already to start are in the teens and 20s. We just have 18 degrees in Inlet, 25 degrees in Dowdesville, 26 degrees in Whitesboro, and if we look to the south, 27 degrees in Cooperstown, Sherburne, and in Norwich this morning. We are still dry on our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few snow flurries to our west and to our east as well. Snow flurries are going to be possible throughout the day, and they are going to be lake effect flurries, so it is going to be pretty fluffy if we do see any snow, but at this point it looks like very little to no accumulation. So here is one of our models showing snowfall for today. If any accumulation, which looks to be on hilltops, and that looks to be in the western portion of our viewing area, and up north it just looks like they could be seeing an inch, with the rest of us really not seeing much. It is also going to get windy this afternoon, and it will remain windy tomorrow. That allows for wind chill values to be pretty low compared to our actual temperature, but then breezy conditions just come in for Thursday and for Friday. So for today, highs are just going to be in the upper 20s. It is going to remain a cool day just in general, but then it is going to be pretty windy, which allows wind chill values to be about 10 degrees lower. Wind chill values are just going to be in the upper teens throughout this afternoon. So for the rest of today, expect an increase in cloud cover. It will remain cloudy and cold today with highs just in the upper 20s. So around noon, we'll just be still in the mid 20s, and we will start to see some flurries coming in. Highs in the upper 20s just before dinner, and it is going to remain pretty windy. Tonight, we drop into the teens once again, still seeing cloudy skies, and for tomorrow, it remains cloudy and cold. Highs are just going to be near 30, still a little bit windy, and flurries are possible again for tomorrow. So for today, expect cloudy skies. Flurries are going to be possible, very little snow accumulation. It is going to remain windy with wind chill values in the teens. And tonight we will drop into the teens. It will remain windy overnight as well with cloudy skies. So this week looks pretty quiet. It does remain cloudy for tomorrow and Thursday. Still on the cooler side with highs near 30. Our next chance for sunshine looks to be on Friday, and we do warm up again. And it is possible we could be seeing our next chance of some bigger snow on Saturday, Gary.
Saturday, that's a big day around here.
Yes, that's the parade. Good thing I'm not going because I don't want to walk in the snow again.
It should be fun even if it is snowing, that's for sure.
Last year was just a little bit chilly for me.
Hannah, thanks. Coming up, another terrifying incident aboard a half hour. I'm Gary Libator.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And boy, well, yesterday's sunshine was really nice.
Yes, it was really nice. And then the clouds will come in for today through Thursday. Our next chance of sun is Friday.
Well, we got something to look forward to.
Yes, we do. So let's take a look now at the York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry right now, but there is the possibility to see a few lake effect flurries throughout today. Very little to no accumulation. If there is any accumulation, it will be just about an inch on areas of hilltops. But right now we are very chilly to start. Teens and 20s, 18 degrees in Inlet and 21 degrees in Richfield Springs. High temperatures today are only going to reach the upper 20s with wind chill values in the teens. So today will be cloudy, cold, and windy with those wind chill values just in the teens. Light snow is possible, especially just a few flurries lingering around. Same thing goes for tomorrow, but it remains cloudy and cold through the rest of the week. Our next chance for some warmer weather and sunshine is Friday. So for today, expect cloudy skies to come in. It's going to get windy this afternoon with highs in the upper 20s. And I will talk a little bit more about that sunshine coming in on Friday. Coming up, Gary.
Anna, thank you. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, snow has once again blanketed communities in California's San Bernardino Mountains. Many roads are impassable and only emergency vehicles manage to get through. Reporter Jeff Nguyen has more.
Drive up highways 18 and 138 and you will see plows working to clear the roads and cars encased in snowbirds. In Crestline, the roof of this tire shop collapsed under the weight of the snow buildup. Kimberly Ocean Sacramone has been stranded in this mountain community for 12 days and counting.
12 days, 6 days without power, 3 days without Spectrum. I've had no lifeline to the outside world. Our street has been unplowed for 5 days.
A spokesman for San Bernardino County says about 85% of all roads in mountain communities have been serviced.
Very little communication. No one has come out and helped us.
Michael Nunez and his brother-in-law are going to try to shovel out his car while power lines have been down and homes covered in snow.
Our cars are completely snowed in.
These ladies live in a cabin resort. They had to walk to one of the few stores that's still open. They have mixed feelings about the limited access to the roads.
I think they could have moved a bit faster than they have, really.
And I feel like they're doing what they can.
Jeremy Fraley is a tow truck driver who's been pulling cars out of the way so that plows and supply trucks can get up the mountain.
A lot of the side streets, the smaller streets that people live on, they haven't been plowed yet. And so if you bring up a lot of these cars, they're going to get stuck and it's going to make it even harder for the plows to get through.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has been delivering food and other supplies to some people, and deputies are shuttling stranded residents and their pets in some cases to drop-off spots and a shelter.
I'm just grateful to get off this mountain, but does it make up for it? Not really.
And that was Jeff Nguyen reporting.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are already pretty chilly this morning, just 23 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It feels like 14 degrees though, because it is a little bit breezy and it is going to get windy throughout the day as we see an increase in cloud cover. So those wind chill values are going to remain in the teens throughout the entire day. So today, highs are only going to be in the upper 20s. Same thing goes for tomorrow, a little bit warmer on Thursday. And our next chance for some warmer weather with some sunshine looks to be on Friday. Temperatures temperatures remain near 40 as we head into the weekend on both Saturday and Sunday. So for most of this week, it's going to be cloudy, cold, and windy. Light snow flurries are possible for both today and tomorrow, and once again remains cloudy and cold up until Friday. Gary.
Anna, thank you. Eczema affects an estimated 30.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies this morning, so it is a bit chilly and it is going to get windy and cold today. Let's take a look at the CAVI tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Clear skies to start, a bright full moon outside as well. We will start to see an increase in cloud cover here this morning, and it is going to remain cloudy, cold, and windy for the day. Our temperatures have us in the teens and 20s already right now. Looks to kind of stay the same throughout the day. 25 degrees in Dowdesville, 26 degrees in Little Falls and Whitesboro. And if we look to the south, 26 degrees in Cooperstown and in Sherburne. Dry conditions now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but lake effect flurries are going to be lingering around today, so it is possible we could be seeing some of that. And light accumulation is definitely possible in areas of hilltops. So as we can see here, as the wind changes direction, it is possible to see a few lake effect flurries hitting our area. Here's a look at one of our models for snowfall. Overall, very little accumulation, just a trace to an inch is possible, and that inch is possible in areas of hilltops, especially west of Utica and north of Utica as well. It is going to get pretty windy today. Wind speeds are up to 15 miles per hour, and that's going to make it feel over 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. It remains windy and cloudy tomorrow, cold as well, and then we drop down to just a breeze for Thursday and for Friday. But look at these wind chill values for today. Temperatures this morning in the lower 20s with wind chill values in the lower teens, and then by the time we reach our high temperature this afternoon, it's going to feel 10 degrees cooler. So we will be right near 30, wind chill values still in the upper teens for this afternoon. So for this morning, expect an increase in cloud cover. It's starting to get a little bit windy as well. Around noon, temperatures will still just be in the lower to mid 20s. We will start to see those lake effect flurries coming in. Wind chill values are going to be in the mid-teens. By this evening, highs are going to be in the upper 20s. Wind chill values once again just in the upper teens. And then we will continue to see flurries until it ends tonight. Tomorrow it will remain cloudy for the day, still windy and cold. Highs once again just in the upper 20s with wind chill values in the upper teens, and lighter flurries are definitely possible throughout the day tomorrow. For today, once again, cloudy skies, windy conditions, and it is going to remain cold with highs just in the upper 20s, wind chill values in the upper teens, and tonight we drop down to the teens for the overnight low once again. Cloudy skies continue for tomorrow and Thursday. Flurries continue tomorrow as well. Our next chance for seeing some sunshine looks to come in on Friday. It gets warmer that day as well with highs near 40. And our next chance for seeing some significant snowfall looks to be on Saturday, Gary.
So a lot to look forward to this week. Some sunshine Friday, some snow on Saturday.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to the snow on Saturday though.
Some people are, that's for sure. The time now is 5:50. Still, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And boy, that sunshine yesterday was so nice.
Yes, it was really nice. Turned out to be a really nice day yesterday.
It seemed like we hadn't seen it in a long time.
I know, and it was pretty warm too. Temperatures were in the low 40s. It was nice.
Yeah, a lot of people getting their car washed and
yes,
some walkers.
Yes, and things are going to change a little bit more today. It's going to be cold and windy. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It still is going to remain mostly dry today, but lake effect flurries and some light snow showers are possible starting in the afternoon. It is going to remain very windy with wind chill values in the teens. So we already are starting out pretty chilly in the 20s and teens. We have 20 degrees in Richfield Springs and 18 degrees in Inlet. The wind will pick up this afternoon, and highs are just going to be in the upper 20s, so it's going to feel like temperatures are in the teens with higher wind speeds. So today we will see an increase in cloud cover. It will remain cloudy, cold, and windy. Light snow is possible from lake effect, a few snow flurries possible. If anything, a trace to an inch in areas of hilltops, a trace elsewhere. And then it remains cold and cloudy through the end of the week with our next chance of sunshine and warmer weather being Friday. So for the rest of today, expect an increase in cloud cover, windy conditions, and highs just in the upper 20s. And I will talk a little bit more about that next chance for sunshine on Friday coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A second person has now died after being...
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. We will see an increase in clouds this morning, and it is going to be mostly cloudy for both today and tomorrow. We start to see a few breaks in the clouds on Thursday, and our next chance of seeing some sunshine and warmer weather with highs near 40 coming in on Friday. So both today and tomorrow, lake effect flurries are possible. Very little accumulation, if any. If there is going to be any accumulation today, it's going to be in areas of hilltops. About an inch is possible there, but otherwise just a trace, maybe even no accumulation. And then we will dry out for Thursday and for Friday. And just a reminder that this weekend, the clocks do go forward. So we set for the clocks an hour. The new sunrise will be at 7:18 in the morning and the sunset at 7:03 in the evening. Gary.
We love it light out late, don't we?
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. TikTok CEO is going...
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with clear skies this morning, a bit chilly, and we will be seeing cloudy skies moving in today with windy conditions. Let's take a look at the CAVV tower camera. Overlooking the Mohawk Valley, we see beautiful colors from the sunrise, but those clouds are moving in pretty quickly to start this morning. It is going to be cloudy, cold, and windy for the rest of today. And according to our sky watchers, already starting out pretty chilly. We are in the teens and 20s. Just 17 degrees in Old Forge and Inlet, and 25 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 24 degrees in Milford, Cooperstown, and in Evanston to start here this morning. Dry conditions now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing some lake effect flurries forming to our west. Once this wind shifts, it is possible to see a few lake effect flurries in our area. Very little accumulation is expected at all. So here is one of our models. It is showing just like a trace for most of us, and in areas of hilltops and west and north of Utica could be seeing about an inch of accumulation. But overall, we will remain mostly dry today, but it is going to be mostly cloudy and windy. We're looking at wind speeds up to 15 miles per hour. So that's going to make the wind chill values around 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature. It remains windy for tomorrow as well, and then drops down to a breeze for Thursday and Friday. Once again, wind chill values are going to be about 10 degrees lower. This morning we start out in the lower 20s. It's going to feel like the lower teens. And as we reach our high temperature this afternoon, which will be right near 30, it actually is going to feel like we are in the upper teens. So it is going to be cold and windy today, and we will see an increase in cloud cover, so that sun really is not going to be out to warm us up. So for the rest of today, expect an increase in cloud cover here this morning. By noon, already in the lower 20s. It's going to feel like the lower teens because of that wind. A few flurries starting to come in as well. Flurries and light snow showers continue for the rest of the day. And by this evening, we are still going to be pretty chilly and windy. Overnight, it remains windy as well, with the low falling into the teens. And tomorrow, we will just be seeing high temperatures once again in the upper 20s with those wind chill values in the upper teens. So very similar to today, with flurries possible again tomorrow. So for today, expect an increase in cloud cover, cloudy skies, windy conditions, highs in the upper 20s with wind chill values in the upper teens. Tonight, we will be seeing cloudy skies continue, still breezy overnight with the low in the teens. For tomorrow, it is going to be similar to today with windy conditions, cloudy skies, a few snow flurries still lingering. We completely dry out on Thursday with our next chance of seeing sunshine and warmer weather again on Friday, Gary.
So we got some sunshine to look forward to on Friday.
Yes, so Friday probably going to be similar to yesterday.
Beautiful. Hannah, thank you. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Joining us for this half hour, I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Man, what a sunrise out there.
Yes, we are seeing sun now, but then clouds will come in. It's going to be cold and windy today.
Well, we'll enjoy it while we have it.
Yes, for sure. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions this morning. It will be mostly dry today, but lake effect flurries possibly pick up this afternoon, and that's due to that it gets pretty windy in the afternoon, so wind chill values are going to be in the teens today. We are starting out already pretty chilly, just 17 degrees in Inlet and 20 degrees in Richfield Springs. We will reach the upper 20s this afternoon for the high temperature, but once again, wind chill values are going to feel like the upper teens for today as it does get cloudy, cold, and windy. Light snow and flurries are possible, very little to no accumulation expected, and then it remains cloudy and cold for the rest of the week. Our next chance for sunshine is towards the end of the week. So for today, expect some sun to start, then clouds increase. Temperatures reach the upper 20s, but it's going to be very windy, and I will talk a little bit more about our next chance for seeing sunshine during the day coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. Snow has once again blanketed communities in California's San Bernardino Mountains. Many roads continue to be impassable. Reporter Jeff Wynn has more now from California.
Drive up highways 18 and 138 and you will see plows working to clear the roads and cars encased in snow berms. In Crestline, the roof of this tire shop collapsed under the weight of the snow buildup. Kimberly Ocean Sacramone has been stranded in this mountain community for 12 days and counting.
12 days, 6 days without power, 3 days without Spectrum. I've had no lifeline to the outside world. Our street has been unplowed for 5 days.
A spokesman for San Bernardino County says about 85% of all roads in mountain communities have been serviced.
Very little communication. No one has come out and helped us.
Michael Nunez and his brother-in-law are going to try to shovel out his car while power lines have been down and homes covered in snow.
Our cars are completely snowed in.
These ladies live in a cabin resort. They had to walk to one of the few stores that's still open. They have mixed feelings about the limited access to the roads.
I think they could have moved a bit faster than they have, really.
And I feel like they're doing what they can.
Jeremy Fraley is a tow truck driver who's been pulling cars out of the way so that plows and supply trucks can get up the mountain.
A lot of the side streets, the smaller streets that people live on, they haven't been plowed yet. And so if you bring up a lot of these cars, they're going to get stuck and it's going to make it even harder for the plows to get through.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has been delivering food and other supplies to some people, and deputies are shuttling stranded residents and their pets in some cases to drop-off spots and a shelter.
I'm just grateful to get off this mountain, but does it make up for it? Not really.
Jeff Wynn reporting from California. The New York State Department of Education.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. We are pretty chilly this morning, just 25 degrees at the Groves Park Airport in Rome, but feels like temperatures are already in the mid-teens because that wind is starting to pick up. We are seeing sunshine now, but we will be followed by an increase in cloud cover today for cloudy skies this afternoon. And once again, high temperatures are only going to reach the upper 20s, so those wind chill values today are going to remain in the teens. We remain about the same tomorrow, still going to be chilly and cloudy tomorrow with flurries lingering throughout the day. We start to warm up around freezing on Thursday, and our next chance for seeing warmer weather with sunshine looks to be on Friday, and then we will remain just around 40 degrees for the weekend. So today, light snow is possible, a few lake effect flurries also possible, very little to no accumulation. It's going to be cloudy, cold, and windy, and remains that way through Thursday with our next chance of sunshine on Friday. Gary.
Thanks. Eczema affects an estimated
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some sunshine this morning, but we will see an increase in cloud cover and it will turn cold and windy today. Let's take a look at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Beautiful sunrise here this morning. So sunshine early. We will see an increase in cloud cover here this morning. It's also going to turn windy with wind chill values today in the teens. According to our sky watchers, we are already starting out pretty chilly. We are in the teens and 20s, just 17 degrees in Old Forge and Inlet, and 24 degrees in New Hartford. And if we do look to the south, we have 27 degrees in Lawrence and 28 degrees in West Lawrence. But we are starting out dry. This is our York Full Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, tracking dry conditions here this morning. But as the wind shifts, it is possible to see a few lake effect flurries that form over Lake Ontario. Very little to no accumulation is expected today from this. So Nala and her neighbors this morning, happy we're not seeing any snow, but Nala is a little bit bit jealous because her neighbors are snuggling this morning. Today, she's saying hi to Kibble and Stevie. Nala wants to snuggle as well and keep warm when it's going to be cold today. I would just watch out for some icy spots when heading out the door this morning, and then flurries are possible for the rest of the day. Here's a look at the possible snowfall accumulation. It just looks like most of us are going to be seeing a trace, but then areas of hilltops and especially west of Utica and north of Utica could be seeing up to an inch of lake effect fluff snow accumulation for today. It's going to get pretty windy today once again, and it's going to remain windy tomorrow. It drops down to a breeze for Thursday and Friday, but today and tomorrow it's going to feel pretty chilly outside. This morning, we are in the lower 20s with temperatures feeling like the lower teens. By the afternoon, we will reach the upper 20s. Temperatures are still going to feel like the upper teens. So it is going to be a chilly one outside today with some cloud cover, so not really seeing any sun to kind of warm us up a little bit more. We will start to see that increase in cloud cover this morning. And by noon, it looks to be mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the mid-20s, but feels like temperatures in the mid-teens because it is going to be windy. We will start to see some flurries form at noon as well, and that continues for the rest of the day. By this evening, still seeing flurries, still windy and cloudy, with overnight lows tonight falling into the teens and breezy conditions continuing. We remain windy tomorrow, very similar to today, with cloudy skies, highs in the upper 20s, with wind chill values in the upper teens, and flurries are possible once again throughout the day tomorrow. So for today, expect some sunshine to start, then an increase in cloud cover, highs in the upper 20s, with feels like values in the upper teens. And tonight we remain cloudy and chilly with a little bit of a breeze. Tomorrow and Thursday look to remain cloudy as well. Temperatures still seasonably cool. We are still just around 30 degrees. We warm up a little bit more on Friday with highs near in the low 40s with some sunshine coming in. Gary.
And look at those snowflakes on that 7-day on Saturday.
Yes, so it is looking like our next snowfall, as of right now, looks to be on the day of the parade, so we're keeping an eye on it.
That's for sure. We will for the next few days.
Yes.
Hannah, thank you. The time right now is 6:51.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And as you get out the door this morning, you can expect it to be a little chillier today than yesterday.
Yes, so we're in the 20s and teens now, and today we'll just reach the upper 20s, and it's going to get windy, so it's going to feel like the upper teens throughout the day.
So yesterday was just a tease.
Yes, unfortunately.
A tease of what's to come later this spring.
Yes. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Dry conditions to start. A few flurries are possible throughout the day as the wind shifts over Lake Ontario. Could be seeing a few light lake effect snow showers or flurries with very little to no accumulation. But it is going to turn cloudy today and cold. Wind chill values are going to remain in the teens all day with highs in the upper 20s. So right now we have 26 degrees in Little Falls and Westmoreland and 20 degrees in Richfield Springs. So cloudy skies, cold weather, windy conditions today. Light snow showers and flurries are possible, and it remains cold and cloudy through the end of the week. So for today, expect some sun, then an increase in cloud cover. Highs will reach the upper 20s, but it is going to remain windy. And I will talk a little bit more about our next chance for seeing sunshine during the day. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Let's get right to it now. A second person has now died.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some sunshine this morning. It is chilly outside, and it is going to get windy this afternoon. Let's take a look at our Utica National Tower camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. As we can see, sunshine. It is a little bit breezy now, and we will start to see an increase in cloud cover for it to be cloudy, cold, and windy for this afternoon. According to our Skywatchers, we are already pretty chilly to start. Just 17 degrees in Old Forge and Inlet and 24 degrees in New Hartford. And if we look to the south, we have 27 degrees in Lawrence and 22 degrees in Westford. So high temperatures today will just reach the upper 20s, and it is going to get a little bit windy. At this point, we are dry on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but as the wind shifts here this afternoon, it is possible we could be seeing just a few light lake effect flurries or lake effect snow showers moving towards our area. So at this point, if we do receive any any accumulation, it's going to be west and north of Utica, and it just looks like an inch of lake effect fluff at this time. But once again this afternoon, it's going to get windy. Winds could reach up to 15 miles per hour. It's going to remain windy tomorrow, and then it will drop down to just a breeze for Thursday and for Friday, and we actually will start to warm up on Friday. But for today, it's going to be pretty chilly with highs just in the upper 20s, and wind chill values are going to feel about 10 degrees below. So already this morning, 22 degrees, feeling like 12 degrees though, and then as we reach high temperatures at 30 degrees, it's going to feel like 19 degrees. So it's going to feel 10 degrees cooler throughout the whole day, with wind chill values today remaining in the teens. And the same thing goes for tomorrow. We will start to see an increase in cloud cover this morning, and it does start to get pretty windy. By noon, temperatures will be in the mid-20s, but once again, feels like values will be in the mid-teens, and then we will start to see those flurries develop. Flurries and light showers continue through the evening, and they look to come to an end tonight. Tonight, we will drop into the teens with cloudy skies, still breezy overnight, and then it will remain windy for tomorrow. Highs will reach the upper 20s by noon, but once again, it's going to feel like it's going to be in the upper teens. And then Friday evening, we still remain dry with cloudy skies, temperatures in the 20s. So for today, expect sunshine to start this morning. Then we will see an increase in cloud cover, highs in the upper 20s, but since it is going to be pretty windy, it's going to feel like the upper teens. And as for tonight, we remain dry overnight, a low in the teens, and it is going to be breezy. So flurries are possible today. Flurries are also possible tomorrow. It's going to remain windy and chilly tomorrow as well. We dry out on Thursday, and we see our next chance for sunshine and warmer weather on Friday.
Your forecast this noon. Here is meteorologist Hannah Evans, and right now, Hannah, there's some sunshine outside.
Yes, we are seeing some sunshine, but we are starting to see an increase in cloud cover, and then cloudy skies will take over for the rest of the afternoon and evening. And if we take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are seeing light lake effect snow showers to our north. No accumulation has been reported, but seeing some light lake effect up to our north. And here at Griffith Park Airport in Rome, measuring 30 degrees, but it does feel like 17 degrees because it is very windy. And then once again, we are starting to see an increase in cloud cover. We take a look at our Mesonet cameras. We were seeing all sunshine this morning. Now a lot of our areas do have some clouds moving in as well. So it is going to be cloudy, cold, and windy for the rest of the afternoon. Once again, light snow possible, especially to our north, and it does remain cold and cloudy into the end of the week. So for this afternoon, expect an increase in cloud cover. Temperatures in the upper 20s, but feels like temperatures in the teens. I will talk a little bit more about the next chance to see some sunshine coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. A 21-year-old New Hartford.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. After seeing some sunshine here this morning, the clouds are starting to move in, and it's going to remain cold and windy for the rest of the day. Taking a look now at the CAVI tower camera overlooking the city of Utica, we can see here clouds have started to build in across the Mohawk Valley. And looking at our Mesonet cameras, still some areas seeing some blue skies like in Lawrence, Springfield, and in Westmoreland. But other areas like Old Forge and Coldbrook, we are starting to see those clouds move in. It looks to remain overcast for the rest of the day. Our skywatchers have us in the 20s to 30s. Pretty chilly this afternoon, definitely compared to yesterday. Just 30 degrees in Clinton and Cooperstown and 25 degrees in Cassville. And looking at our feels like temperatures, we are all in the teens. It feels like 17 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. So it is going to be pretty chilly and windy for the rest of the day. Here is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry in the Mohawk Valley and the southern valleys, but we are seeing some light snow showers, lake effect snow showers north of us. No accumulation really expected from this, but that's occurring this afternoon as the wind did shift across Lake Ontario. It's kind of blowing in some snow from up north down into the Old Forge area for this afternoon. So Nala and her neighbors are upset how chilly it is, so her neighbors are taking it upon themselves to cuddle and snuggle, kibble and steal TV today. Nala is jealous. She wants to join in, but she'll stay inside where it's nice and warm. Flurries are possible for the noon and for the evening commute, but shouldn't really be seeing any problems on the roadways when commuting. But once again, going to remain windy for both today and tomorrow, with our feels like temperatures in the teens, and then that wind finally starts to die down for Thursday and Friday for just a breeze. Now for the rest of today, it's going to remain cloudy. It remains cloudy for tomorrow, and then we start to see a few peaks of sunshine on Thursday, with some sunshine and warmer weather making a return on Friday. So Friday looks like our next nice day. On our skycast for the rest of this afternoon, flurries are possible, especially north. Temperatures will stay in the 20s with feels like temperatures in the teens, and we are going to continue to see those windy conditions. Tonight we drop into the teens and it remains breezy. It remains windy tomorrow, highs once again in the upper 20s, but it is going to be cloudy with flurries throughout the day tomorrow and feels like temperatures in the teens. So for today, expect flurries possible, windy conditions. We are starting to see an increase in cloud cover now, pretty chilly outside, and it is going to remain cloudy tonight with the low in the teens. Tomorrow and Thursday, it remains cloudy. It's going to be windy tomorrow with that wind starting to die down on Thursday, and our next chance for some sunshine and warmer weather with highs near in the low 40s looks to be on Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Sticking with the weather, many residents in the mountain community in this half hour. Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We did see some sunshine this morning, but now clouds are starting to move in. It's going to remain windy and cold for the rest of the day. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are dry in the Mohawk Valley and south, but some light lake effect snow showers are occurring up north. No accumulation has been reported from this, and we are measuring 30 degrees at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome, but it feels like 17 because it is very windy outside. And we are starting to see an increase in cloud cover. So as we can see, most of our cameras on our Mesonet cameras are looking like it is mostly cloudy at this point. For the rest of the day, it's going to remain cloudy and cold and windy. So that's what's going to occur for the afternoon and evening. Light snow and flurries are still possible, and it remains cold and cloudy for tomorrow and for Thursday. So for today, expect cloud cover coming in. Flurries are possible. It's going to remain cold and windy. And we'll talk a little bit more about our next chance for some sun coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Now to the latest in the air. Another scare as a man tries to open.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We did see some sunshine this morning, but now clouds have moved in and it will remain cold and windy for the rest of the day. Let's take a look at our mountain ice tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We can see now cloudy skies down in Oneonta. And if we take a look at our Mesonet cameras, most of our cameras now are showing cloudy skies. So we did see an increase in cloud cover, and now it is going to remain cloudy and chilly and windy for the rest of the afternoon. According to our sky watchers, we are all in the 20s and 30s, so it is pretty chilly outside compared to yesterday, especially 25 degrees in Cassville and 30 degrees in Clinton and in Cooperstown, with feels like temperatures all in the teens. So it actually feels like 17 degrees at the Rivers Park Airport in Rome. So we are feeling up to 15 degrees cooler than the actual temperature outside because it is very windy. And at this point, we are still dry in the Mohawk Valley and south on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but we are seeing a few light lake effect snow showers up in the Old Forge area and up in the North Country. No accumulation is really occurring. We have no accumulation reports from this, but that is occurring here this afternoon. It is possible we are going to be seeing some light snow showers and flurries for the rest of us throughout this afternoon. It is going to remain very windy today, and it will remain windy tomorrow as well. So same thing goes for tomorrow. Highs are just going to be around 30. Feels like temperatures may be back into the teens tomorrow. But that wind drops down to just a breeze for Thursday and Friday, and we start to see some more sunshine come in then as well. We will be cloudy for the rest of today, cloudy tomorrow, a few breaks coming in on Thursday, and Friday looks very similar to yesterday with warmer weather, highs near in the low 40s, and some extra sunshine. So for the rest of today, expect light showers or lake effect flurries. This afternoon, temperatures will remain in the 20s with feels like values in the teens as it does remain windy. Tonight, it will remain breezy with the low in the teens. Cloudy skies continue into tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be cloudy. Highs once again just in the upper 20s. Feels like temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than the actual temperature as it does remain windy tomorrow with lake effect flurries possible. For the rest of today, we saw an increase in cloud cover. It's now going to be cloudy. Flurries or light snow showers are possible. Pretty windy and chilly as well. And overnight, we have a low in the teens. Mostly cloudy skies continue, and it is going to remain breezy. Tomorrow and Thursday, it will be cloudy, still chilly with temperatures around 30. It's going to remain windy tomorrow with a breeze dropping down for Thursday. And then we will be seeing the warmer weather with that sunshine and make a return on Friday as highs reach near and in the low 40s. Gary.
And watch out for that snow for the parade on Saturday.
Yes, we are keeping an eye on it. Hopefully it's not a repeat of last year.
That's for sure. Hannah, thank you. Well, are you having problems filling the
First look at the forecast. We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. A little bit of action out there on the radar.
Spring can't come soon enough.
Right.
It's kind of getting old, isn't it? We're talking about cloudy, windy weather. We did see a little bit of sunshine this morning. But things have changed, and we are tracking some lake effect snow showers. These are not causing any big issues traveling-wise, aside from a drop in visibility. You're not expecting much accumulation with these. These snow showers are most persistent along hilltops both north and south of the Mohawk Valley, and they will continue as we head into this evening. It's been a windy day, and it's been cold. It feels like 19. That north-northwest wind, just very persistent today. It's going to be windy throughout the majority of the week, and there's just not a lot of change in the weather. We're stuck in this cloudy and cold and windy weather pattern. The snow showers do generally end as we head into tonight. Just a couple of flurries around heading into the end of the week. We are watching, keeping a very close eye on the weekend forecast as a storm system passes to the south of us. But again, it is something to watch here, especially with the parade going on here Saturday morning. Snow showers this evening, temperatures in the 20s. Again, just a cold evening ahead. We are tracking the cold and the wind. We're also looking ahead and seeing if this weather pattern changes anytime soon, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. As Oneida County prepares to undertake 2 major traffic studies, they're seeking important.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The weather is going to not change very much here this week. If you're not a fan of today's weather, you're going to have to put up with it here for a few more days. Let's take a live look outside. Our mountain ice Oneida camera, you can see the lake effect, lake enhanced snow showers continuing, but they're falling very light. They're not sticking to the roads, at least in this image here. And again, for the most part, aside from a drop in visibility, the snow showers out there this evening not having a large impact on travel. And they will continue tonight. Most areas see very little accumulation. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Zooming into the south, the southern valleys, again, some steadier snow showers here, especially some of the higher elevations out towards Hamilton. Again, a fluffy inch of accumulation is possible. Snow showers are much lighter across the lower elevations, continuing across the higher spots north of the valley at a later clip up towards Old Forge and Turin. Again, little accumulation expected. That wind today, boy, does that put a bite in the air, doesn't it? The wind's going to stick around for the rest of the week. It'll be less windy tomorrow compared to today, but only a very small amount. It's breezy Thursday and Friday, and then it turns windy again as we head into Saturday. March is one of the windiest months, and you know the old saying, in like a lion, out like a lamb. It's more like in like a lion, out like a lion. We usually get the winds throughout most of March here in upstate New York. Temperatures across the area: Inlet 19, Dolgeville 27, Little Falls 29. Again, this is the air temperature. Feels a lot colder than that with the wind. Cooperstown 28, Skinevus 24, and Sherburne with 29 degrees. Walking the dog this evening, again, bundle up. Temperatures will be in the 20s. Light snow showers continue. Tonight's featured dog is Sarah from Mohawk. If you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. As we look at the bigger picture, things look relatively the same here weather-wise. Not a lot of changes in the jet stream, which means we're going to be in this persistently cloudy weather pattern throughout the week. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper teens. Tomorrow, cloudy skies to start and finish the day. We can see a few flurries early in the day. It's another breezy and cold day with temperatures in the upper 20s. Tomorrow night, cloudy skies continue. I do think we'll see a few breaks in the overcast by Thursday, especially later in the day. High temperatures Thursday afternoon climb into the upper 20s. Forecast as we head into tonight, again looking at an overnight low of 15, scattered snow showers. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, a few flurries early, another breezy day, a high of 30. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We're dry through Friday, and then for Parade, it does look like we'll be tracking some snow passing to the south on Saturday. I think that's close enough. We're going to have to add some snow showers here to Saturday. We're going to continue to keep you posted with that. Sunday's looking dry. Don't forget the clocks change. There's going to be a lot of grumpy people Sunday morning, losing an hour of sleep, and then some snow showers here for Monday and Tuesday. But the good news is that we're going to see a much later sunset. We're going to talk about when the sun sets on Sunday coming up.
I mean, it really affects me, but like you said, you deal with it because it's going to be positive with the sun.
Bill had an idea. If we did it at 5 o'clock on a Friday, we just skip right to the 6 o'clock.
Sure.
You'd be halfway
Everybody's
home by
happy.
then.
Sure, that's true. We could do that. Saturday, though, we got to talk.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right, thanks, Bill. Well, spring break is one of the biggest and most popular.
Medicine and Health has been operating with a flat budget for the last 14 years and is now asking the state legislature to increase their funding. Their Center and Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, who has good news and bad news, but I think it's mostly good news.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're willing to sacrifice that hour, like you have a choice. Saturday night, we are talking about the clocks changing. Our new sunrise is now going to be 7:18. On Saturday morning, it'll be 6:18, but it moves up an hour. But also the sunset moves up an hour from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So our days, we'll see a lot more sunshine at the end of the day, but it does get darker in the beginning. By the way, I've been getting a lot of questions about this. We are not going to be changing the way that this clock system operates anytime soon. I know there was a bill that passed the U.S. Senate, but that's stuck in the House, and that has to pass the House. President has to sign it in order for any of this to change. So again, going forward, things will stay the way that they are. Live look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered snow showers continue across central New York. Little accumulation is expected. Temperatures will remain in the 20s this evening. We are tracking a cold, windy weather pattern here throughout the week. Look at that forecast coming out. Kristen, back to you.
Now to that dire situation that's unfolding out west. Parts of California are still crippled 2 weeks after a blizzard dropped feet of snow.
And forecasters say up to several more feet will pile up through midweek, followed by potential floods. Oh, this is a mess. Dana Griffin breaks it all down.
We are in Crestline again today, where residents are expressing frustrations with the way local government has responded to this crisis here of snow impacting so many residents. Several still remain snowed in, and their concern is for people up in the higher elevations. County crews have said that they have plowed about 100% of the primary roads, but the tough part is those secondary back roads. Only about 50% have been plowed, according to officials, and we've even driven on those roads. It is very tough to try to navigate, especially when you see so much snow has piled up on both sides of the road, and the streets are already pretty narrow. So it's really tricky, and even officials say, you know, this is a very laborious effort to try to reach people that are stuck in the higher elevations. You know, the grocery store that caved in here in Crestline, the only grocery store for this community. We spoke with the store owner earlier this morning, and he tells me that it sounds like the store is possibly structurally sound, at least the outside walls, but it could take 12 months for them to get that store back up and running, which means that the impacts from these rounds of storms are going to last even as the snow melts. Back to you.
Here's what the team is working on for News Channel 2 at 6. Commercial property for
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are continuing to track some cold and windy weather across central New York. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Cavity Tower Cam on Smith Hill. We've been spared from the lake effect snow showers, at least the steadier snow showers. You can see the visibility is pretty good here on Smith Hill as we look south. Not the case everywhere. We are tracking some scattered lake enhanced snow showers as we look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You can tell where these are falling heavily just based on the radar, especially the hilltop locations, Shenango, Madison County. The visibility will drop from time to time, especially with this wind. But this snow really isn't amounting to much this evening, just a fluffy coating to as much as an inch as possible. Same thing goes with the North Country, Lewis County, northern Herkimer County, again, some scattered lake-enhanced snow showers. Tomorrow, it's another breezy, cold day. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s. The wind chill will be in the upper teens. This is slightly warmer compared to today, but it's not a big improvement, but will take the edge off compared to today's cold weather. Deerfield, 29 degrees, Schuyler, 25, Norway, 26, 18 in Inlet, West Leiden, 24. Across Southern Valleys, Cooperstown, 30, Milford, 27, Devon Hartwick checking in with 26 degrees. We are tracking a northwest wind pattern. We've got low pressure to the north and east, and it's driving these snow showers. The lakes are also enhancing this activity, too, so there's a few things going on in the atmosphere tonight, and that's going to keep the clouds and flurries lingering across central New York as we head into the next couple of days. Down into the teens tonight. Tomorrow, it's a cloudy day. Some flurries in the morning, another breezy afternoon, and cold temperatures in the upper 20s. Clouds continue tomorrow night. On Thursday, we might see a break or two in the overcast. It won't be quite as windy, but it's still cold with temperatures in the low 30s. Let's take a look at Saturday. We are tracking the possibility of snow. We've been watching some conflicting information on our computer models, but the update today is that I do think that the snow chances, or at least some light snow, is a little more likely for Saturday compared to yesterday. It is starting to trend towards the right side here, this right image of more widespread snow. We're going to continue to follow this here as we still have several days to see how this information plays out. But again, the bottom line is something to watch here for Friday night into early Saturday. Snow showers tonight down to 15. Tomorrow, it's another cold and windy afternoon, a high of 30. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We'll get some breaks in the overcast late Thursday and early Friday. Temperatures in the 30s. Again, tracking the possibility of light snow on Saturday, 35. The clocks change Sunday morning, and more snow chances here as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Forecast at 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
We are tracking cloudy and windy and chilly weather this evening, along with some scattered lake-enhanced snow showers. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The activity is generally north and south of the Mohawk Valley, and it's pretty light, but with the wind out there, it does tend to reduce visibility from time to time, and a quick coating to half an inch of fluff is expected here as we head into tonight. Again, especially in those higher elevations. Current temperature is 28 degrees. With the wind, it feels like 14. That wind has a bite to it this evening. In the north-northwest at 23 miles an hour at Griffiths and Rome. Our weather headlines, it's going to continue to stay like this. Cloudy, cold, windy weather will stick around, but the snow won't. Just a few flurries tomorrow. We are watching the weekend as a weather system looks to pass to our south. Could still bring us some light snow, though, Friday night into Saturday. Snow showers this evening, temperatures in the upper 20s. Again, tracking this continued cloudy weather. We'll let you know when we should see some sunshine here. Look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. If you're one of thousands of people who drive the West Chestnut...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track plenty of clouds across central New York, along with some light snow. Let's take a live look outside. Our mountain ice Oneonta camera is looking down at Hartwick College here, and we do have some flurries in the air. The snow not sticking much on the roadways. That has been one benefit of being in the month of March, that the sun, even if it's hidden behind the clouds, can still have some influence here. We are tracking some scattered widespread snow showers, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. You can see some steadier bands in Shenango and Madison County, as well as some snow showers across the North Country here, too. Accumulations tonight look to be very light. With that wind blowing, though, from time to time, the visibility could drop in some of those steadier showers. Let's talk about the wind chill. Boy, did that wind have a bite to it today, didn't it? We're going to be dealing with the same tomorrow. The wind's slightly less, but I don't think it's going to be enough to notice a big difference here. It means the wind chill will be in the teens again tomorrow with air temperatures in the upper 20s. The winds will be around for most of the week. Unfortunately, March is the windiest month of the year, usually. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Well, around here it's more like in like a lion, out like a lion, because we normally get those winds throughout the majority of the month. By April, though, things start to settle down, hopefully. Yorkville, 31 degrees, Schuyler, 25, Inlet, 18, West Leyden, 24. Across Southern Valleys, Hartwick, 26, Paynes Hollow, 27, Eaton with 28 degrees. Continuing to see what we call lake-enhanced snow showers. Basically, it's a weather system to the north combining with the lakes, creating more widespread snow showers locally. And that continues tonight. Again, very little accumulation. We're down into the teens overnight. The clouds persist. It looks like another cloudy day tomorrow. Temperatures climb into the upper 20s. Again, it's a windy afternoon. Clouds continue into tomorrow night. Clouds continue into Thursday. Although I do think by Thursday afternoon, with a little bit of luck, we may see a few glimpses of sunshine. Better chance for some sunshine here heading into Friday morning. An update on the weekend. We told you about this yesterday, about how there's conflicting information on what happened Saturday with a storm either passing south or impacting us. Looking at some of the newer information, it's starting to lean towards the right-hand side of this. So snow is becoming a little bit more likely for Saturday. Still, the jury is out here, and we're going to continue to follow this, but we did put some snow, some light snow in the forecast here heading into Saturday. We've got a few more days here to kind of iron out the details, and we will keep you posted. 15 tonight, snow showers, cloudy. Another windy, cold day tomorrow, a high of 30 with a few flurries in the air. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Breaks of sunshine late Thursday as well as early Friday. Temperatures in the 30s. Some light snow here early Saturday. Sunday, remember the clocks change this weekend. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s. More light snow chances on Monday and Tuesday. Back over to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Curtis for a first look at the forecast tonight, and quiet but windy out there today.
Yeah, it's a quiet, windy night. A little bit of light snow in Cooperstown. Most of us seeing.
Can see a little bit out there.
Just a dusting for a lot of areas. That's going to be the norm as we head into tonight. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, this is lingering, what we call lake-enhanced snow showers. It's not quite lake effect. It's not just a regular disturbance. It's actually a hybrid of the two, where a disturbance moves through and it teams up with the lakes, producing some snow showers. Again, these are most prevalent south of the Mohawk Valley at the moment. As you head into tonight, again, just a very light coating is expected across the area, and that wind is going to continue. It's 25 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like 14. It is going to be a cold night here in central New York. We're in this cold, cloudy, windy weather pattern for a few more days before we start to break out of this. I'll let you know when the weather starts to improve, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. We're getting new details about the deadly kidnapping of a group of American friends in New
York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. We're taking a live look outside. This is our Mountain Ice Oneonta camera. We can see some flurries in the air this evening. That is going to be the case tonight for some of us as some lingering snow showers take place across central New York. The steadiest activity is taking place south of the Mohawk Valley. Just a coating of snow is expected tonight. The winds are back tomorrow. It's going to make it feel like teens. Once again, that wind having a bite to it. High temperature close to freezing. Will be close to 30, but again, with the wind, it feels like teens throughout the day. And it will be cloudy tomorrow, just like it was today. We don't catch a break from the wind this week. It's going to be breezy Thursday, Friday. The winds pick up again as we head into Saturday. You know, there's a saying, March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. Where we live, it's more like March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lion. It's usually very windy throughout the entire month of March. We usually don't catch much of a break towards the end. Usually by April, things start to get better in terms of the wind. So again, we've got to deal with this for at least another few more weeks. Radar and satellite image, again, tracking a northwest wind. There's a storm system, a very weak one, that's throwing in snow showers from the north and east. And it is interacting with Lake Ontario. So again, Some scattered flurries will continue tonight. Little accumulation is expected. The clouds are going to be very persistent tomorrow. It's expected to be cloudy. Temperatures climb into the upper 20s in the afternoon. Cloudy skies continue into tomorrow night. Not very much change in the weather for Thursday. We start out with cloudy skies, slightly less wind, and there might be a few breaks of sunshine late Thursday. The weather does improve. We should see some sunshine to start Friday. Looking ahead to the weekend, Saturday, looks like we're going to have some light snow Friday night and into Saturday. We've got different computer models that we look at, and this is a comparison between two of them. Starting to lean towards the right one here. That's how things are trending this evening. So that would bring us some widespread light accumulating snow Friday night and into early Saturday. Doesn't look like anything big right now, but certainly some accumulation in the cards. We'll keep you posted. Snow showers tonight down to 15. Another cold day tomorrow, windy and a few flurries, a high of 30. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Thursday, Friday looking dry, temperatures in the 30s. Again, some light snow Friday night and into early Saturday. Temperatures in the 30s. We change the clocks on Saturday night, and there will be lots of grumpy people Sunday morning, losing an hour of sleep.
They'll just have to spring out of it.
It's funny. I wish we could pick a different time, like Friday at 4 o'clock. We came up with that.
I know, that was a good idea. And I love that on your social media page where you put the spring around.
Spring's just around the corner, literally.
Great
Check it
stuff.
out.
You got to see it. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, it's been Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. It's windy and chilly out there right now.
Yeah, got a pretty cold night across the area. We're taking a live look in Cooperstown and Utica National Tower Cam. A little bit of light snow on the ground. So we've set the stage for some wintry weather here this week, and it's mostly the temperatures that are going to remind us that winter is still lingering around. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Lake-enhanced snow showers have been taking place today. Lake-enhanced means it's not pure lake effect, and it's not pure something caused by a disturbance. It's a kind of a combination of both, and we're seeing that out there this evening. Lingering flurries means you could see a coating of snow tonight. Not expecting much accumulation. Temperature-wise, 25 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like 14. That's been the story today. That will be the story for the rest of the week. The winds are not going anywhere, and it's going to remain cold for this time of the year. Temperatures struggling just to hit freezing over the next couple of days. Down to 15 tonight, a few flurries in the air. We will be tracking when conditions get a little bit easier out there. Look at your forecasts coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. We are getting new details about the deadly.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look outside from our Mountain Ice Oneonta camera, tracking some flurries in the air this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The flurries will continue tonight and into tomorrow. It's going to be a generally cloudy and gloomy weather pattern here for the next couple of days, but we do see some light at the end of the tunnel. Temperatures tomorrow climb into the upper 20s. Like today, that wind is going to have a bite to it. That wind chill is going to make it feel like the teens, so dress nice and warm. The wind chill won't be quite as cold as today, but it's close enough. Instead of being in the mid-teens, it's in the upper teens here tomorrow afternoon. And we don't see much of a change in the wind here. It's breezy Thursday and Friday, and the winds are back as we head into Saturday. March is often said to come in like a lion and end as a lamb. But around central New York, it's more like March comes in like a lion and ends like a lion. March is the windiest month out of all of them, and we don't usually see a break of the wind until April. That's when things start to change, hopefully. We'll get there. A couple more weeks of this before things do improve. The sun, by the way, is undefeated. So you look at the radar and satellite image, we are tracking some flurries across the area, and with this northwest wind pattern, we'll see more flurries work in tonight and early tomorrow. Our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast keeps us cloudy, and we do hold on to the clouds throughout most of the day. Temperatures climb into the upper 20s. Heading into tomorrow night, cloudy skies, more wind on Thursday, just less of it compared to tomorrow and today. Temperatures Thursday afternoon climb into the upper 20s, and with a little bit of luck, we might actually see some breaks of sunshine later in the day. An update for the weekend, we've been tracking the possibility of snow as we head into Friday night and Saturday. It does look like we will see some snow, but it looks to be on the lighter side as we head into Friday night and Saturday. We have a parade, Utica St. Patrick's Day parade on Saturday. Remember last year we had 7.5 inches of snow. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case now. We'll continue to keep you posted. Snow showers tonight down to 15. Tomorrow, a cold day. Temperatures near 30, but again, with that wind, it's going to feel more like teens. A few flurries in the air, a little snow accumulation. Thursday, Friday, dry, mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the 30s. Some light snow possible Friday night and into Saturday. The clocks change as we head into Saturday night and Sunday. We spring forward 1 hour, which means we get lots of daylight at the end of the day. Looking at our sunset, first 7 p.m. sunset on Sunday evening, which will be nice.
Oh, it's the start.
Yeah.
Start of better things to come.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, it's been happening steadily.